Hi, I'm Peter Haddock, and I'm here at Hexagon Live. And one of the big exciting things that happened yesterday was that Josh Weiss here, who's the COO for Hexagon Geosystems, you did a big talk to a lot of people about the future and what Hexagon looks like, and also one of my favorite subjects, which was safety.
Yep.
And people. I want to start with that, Josh, because we live in a big industry with lots of things going on, lots of technology, but it's all about the people, isn't it? And keeping people safe. Tell me a little bit about that focus for you.
Yeah, I mean, I have direct experience. I came from the mining industry. I'll never forget my first summer on the job. 2 fatalities occurred at a single mine site.
Wow, you're joking.
Oh, no doubt. And I saw the impact it had on the community, on the employees, on their families and everything. And that forever just cemented the safety critical philosophy, whether it's a mine site, a construction site, etc. And the deeper you look into construction, the statistics are overwhelming.
Yeah.
20% of all workplace fatalities in the US alone occur on a construction site, whereas it represents 6% of employment. So clearly there's an imbalance and an issue there. And we have technology today that can make that next to zero. That's our goal, zero harm environment.
And this is the fundamental, you go to work, you expect to go home safe and with all your limbs intact. But also, a lot of people criticize in the past safety as a blocker to productivity and efficiency, and it's just not, is it?
Absolutely not. Even the data on that is overwhelming as well. The cost of an accident, whether it's metal to metal, metal to human, is exponentially more than having that safe technology or whatever productivity is within it, and that just keeps going up and up as well.
And what's interesting about Hexagon is you're really quite a collaborative business. So, you're working with safety in your own system. So you've got the personal alert device. I've seen quite a few times, actually used it in anger on a site in a safe environment, folks, to show people how it works. But equally, you're partnering with other businesses in the safety space and allowing them to come into the Leica panel, for example, and give extra safety solutions. That's important to you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We firmly believe in interoperability. That's one of our core principles in an open ecosystem, trying to connect the open ecosystem with standards, etc. But if you're going to address something as big as safety, we also don't feel that we can do that ourselves. We need the entire ecosystem to be around it. And so we're very much open and collaborative. At the end of the day, it goes back to getting those people home safe, getting the operators safe, keeping the companies and our customers happy at the end of the day, and to address those needs. And you have to be open to do that.
And the other thing is you have to look at the different elements. So we talked about a personal alert device, but I was talking to one of your colleagues earlier in the mining space. You've actually put in fatigue monitoring.
Exactly.
So people blinking like this, having little micro naps and stuff can be incredibly dangerous, especially when you're living with big trucks and big sort of articulated trucks like this. That's, again, another piece of the puzzle, isn't it? Tell me why that's important. Yeah,
and it's actually a fully comprehensive operator alertness system as well, because it's not just fatigue that it's picking up. It's picking up all distraction-related events. We have a cell phone specific module within that, so cell phone distraction, all the other types of things that can happen as well. But yes, for the fatigue side specifically, that's absolutely critical as part of their part of just what makes them successful in safety is they have to be alert. And as you know, that can be a challenge, whether you're working at nights or hours or shifts or whatever. And so that's been another one in conjunction with the personal alert and the collision avoidance technology has really driven to our cause of zero harm environment.
Of course, we're here, and behind us, we've got something really, really exciting that I absolutely love, this road to autonomy that I like to talk about. What do we got behind us here? This truck has got nobody in it.
Yep, this is what's called the world's first autonomous road train. And this mine and how it operates is basically, it was cost prohibitive and didn't make sense to build in a fixed rail network. And this is in Western Australia, which you've ever been there. It's hundreds of kilometers of nothing, right? And so you have two options to get the ore from the mine to the port. Either you put in that rail network, but that's usually cost prohibitive. You need certain parameters to make that work, or you do something like this. And so we're deploying it right now as we speak. And now what you basically do is you remove the drivers through these road trains and they follow each other on it in an automated environment.
And that in itself is just genius because, it's a straight road. We're talking about that fatigue. We're talking about people and safety. And, we're talking about the fact that on that road, the only thing you're probably likely to see is a kangaroo jumping in front of you. But all of that is in a safer environment now, but it allows you to do 24/7, doesn't it?
Yep, 24/7, safety is addressed and productivity increases. So you're hitting off all the success parameters you're looking for.
And what's interesting about that as well, when you're talking about the parameters, fuel is a big issue right now. And obviously we've got a global issue with fuel. But when you've got something that's running like that, there's no heavy foot. Or there's no excessive braking and things like that. So that in itself adds into the life cycle cost and drives that down, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think Ola said something around the human error factor and how automation will help, basically remove that from these mundane and repeatable tasks. You see that directly with these types of situations. The wear and tear on the equipment from all of that, like you said, throttling of the brakes, and then the acceleration, which also increases fuel efficiency and all of that. So it'll also definitely increase the life of the assets.
Now, Josh, there's a small event going on later on this year.
Yeah, just a small one.
It's called Bauma, okay? And, this is big. Hexagon Live is big. There's a lot of people here. We're in a very big hotel. But Bauma is something else. We've seen a launch today of the BLK 360 miniaturized version. A lot more speed, a lot more accuracy there for the surveying. Anything you can hint about of why people should come along to see Hexagon and the team at Bauma?
Yeah, for construction specifically, this was a bit of a dry run here at Hexagon Live.
Yeah.
We definitely have some big plans for Bauma. I can't go into all the details, but there will be game-changing innovation announced at Bauma. Even leading into Bauma, we'll be launching our new T site in Odense in Denmark, which is our fully owned proving ground. And we'll be doing a build-up to lead right into Bauma with all of that. So game-changing innovation will for sure come. And then, yes, there'll be a whole, what we're calling the road to Bauma from Hexagon Live to now, with lots of announcements in between then.
Well, I tell you what, folks, I'm going to ask Josh this question. He didn't realize it was going to be coming, but I would love to go to the proving ground so that we can actually take some of that information to Bauma with me. Can I go, Josh?
Absolutely. Our biggest challenge right now is we just have to get the construction done, because everybody's got a backlog of more construction than they can handle. But I'm confident we'll get it done by September.
And it's all going to be done with 3D machine control, I'm sure, Josh. And one of those great things about proving grounds, they're fundamentally a learning experience for customers as well, isn't it? So they can go there, they can see things in anger and look at how things can work and the real-time implications of what you can do.
We'll have all the machining and equipment there. They can be hands-on. The whole goal is to train the operators, train their customers. It's hands-on, it's immersive, it's physical, but then there's also the digital side of it as well coming together. So you have that fully immersive experience to accomplish all your basically training needs.
And that's also interesting because you've actually done really well with the school in the UK, like a school, and that has got the proving ground, and that's got the educational facility, and they've even built a sort of a road and all of the underground utilities to allow people to test things out. I've been there myself. It's a wonderful setup, and what it does is it gives people that real world application specific training, but then merges it with the other things that are going to be part of that. So find the underground utilities, then dig with the zone marked off from the surveying with the 3D machine control, tilt rotated, co-piloted excavator, and that then brings it all to life for managers as well, doesn't it?
It makes it tangible.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it makes it tangible, both for the operators, the managers, the site foremen, or whomever. They can see it all firsthand.
So it's all about data, as we know from Hexagon. It's all about manipulating that data to make better outcomes. It's now all about bringing more safety into it, more autonomy, making sure everybody's happy at the end of the day to go home safe. But fundamentally, Josh has got some exciting stuff to launch at Bauma, folks. And guess what? I'm going to be there to report on it. Cheers, Josh. Nice
Thank
to see
you so much. All right. Thank you.